So the internet has tried to basically say when and where Charleston White's career would fall off and he'd fade off into oblivion. And I think this video right here is the one that undoes it all. Take a look.
I don't give a fuck about Kirk's death. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about no white man dying. I don't give a fuck about no white boy dying.
My shit. Soon as a nigga hit the stage,
There go fix. Anything I care about a white boy being killed by another white boy. I don't give a fuck about no white boy dying. I don't give a fuck about no Peckerwood getting shot. I don't give a fuck about no white boy getting killed.
kill shit. We go 0 to 100, nigga, real.
He had 2 kids. His kids. They care about that white boy kid. They probably autistic anyway. He don't care about that white boy kid. That fucking kid. Charlie, possible way God's gonna let you go to come to heaven after earth. You can't make me believe, as good as white people have had it on earth, God is gonna let you get to come to earth. I mean, have heaven in heaven. You already had your heaven, white boy. You're gonna rot in hell like Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk is rotting with him. He had his heaven down here. 31 years of heaven. He's gonna have hell eternity. Charlie Kirk is going to hell. He's gonna rot in hell. Charlie Kirk is gonna rot in hell. I hate that he's white on white crime. Let me stay out of it. It's white on white crime. Let me stay out of those Peckerwood's business. I got niggas to tend to. I can't worry about them crackers. And I got these crazy ass niggas.
And I know what y'all saying, bro. Nash, what the hell are you talking about, bro? How is this the one that basically does him in? Well, Charleston White did a 2-step, right? But I want to show y'all the person that I think is going to essentially be the downfall of Charleston White, because his take on Charlie Kirk was completely different. Take a look.
Spokesperson for this shit. But this is like the most thing I've seen in a while. Like, do you know how insane it is to, like, first off, like, I don't even know where to start, bro. I really don't even know where to start, guys. I mean, the one thing I will say we can start with is just like, if you're just sitting there celebrating or happy in any type of way at all, you are part of the problem, for one, and for two, there's something seriously wrong with you. If you're celebrating death where there's a father with children, you don't have to be aligned to his views at all. You don't have to agree with everything he has to say, but that's a father with a wife with 2 kids that now have to grow up without a father, you know? And that's just the way it is. And if you don't think that's a problem, if you don't think that instead you celebrating, that's not an issue to talk about, you're part of the problem. You are part of the issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are cancer. Bro, they will still hate me, chat. Like, I got to be very, very smart the way I move. I obviously do move really well. I have 24/7 security. I have police. But, you know, if I'm going into, I'm not going to sit here and, I'm not going to bait these motherfuckers anymore. I don't want smoke. You know, I don't want smoke.
Adin Ross also said this: rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. Anyone making fun of his death is a soulless loser. At the end of the day, that's a father and a family man. Absolutely sickening and horrible. May God bless Charlie and his family. Heart emoji, prayers emoji. Now, with all the theatrics that your boy Adin Ross has had and all this crap and everything, even telling Charleston White he wanted to basically backdoor him, not in the appropriate way, but in a terrible way, underneath the waist, right?
How can I sell my soul? I want to sell it. I'm sick, man. Fuck it.
You're gonna have to let me you.
Yo!
If you want. I'll get you rich. You want to make some money?
That was crazy.
Why are you thinking about it?
You can fuck me in other ways. Just not in that way.
Nah.
So I want y'all to understand why I believe that's going to be the downfall, because when Charlie Kirk went off the deep end, he basically said this, and I'm talking about Charleston White said this right here.
People
feelings with his opinions and ideologies, but he's never tried to hurt anybody.
Yeah. It was a tough day, you know, and there's a Colorado school shooting. There's a lot of bullshit happening in the world.
Yeah. But one thing about it, man, never throughout history have evil ever won. Never. Never throughout human existence have evil ever won.
But, Unc, why is there a bunch of shit happening in the world right now?
Good things happen to bad people just like bad things happen to good people. That's the yin and the yang of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the sun can't shine every day. So we have to have rain. We have to have trials. We have to have tribulations. The way someone dies can be horrific at times. But the overall concept of dying and having to die is not every organism, every flower, every...
Now, it could be a bunch of nothing. I could basically have it wrong. I really could. And nothing possibly could happen. But I think that this one right here may be the straw that broke the camel's back. Why? Because all of these freaking streamers, and majority of them, I'm just going to be real, I created this term. Well, I don't know if I created this term, but I definitely like the term. They're all pander bears. Like, they pander to their chat. They pander to whatever people try to persuade them to. It's a interesting concept because what they're essentially saying is, hey, bro, we want you to talk about this. Don't talk about that. We want you to talk about this. Don't talk about that. We want you to agree with this. We don't want you to talk about that, right? Y'all know over here, we don't do that crap. When I told y'all Borland wasn't a snitch, what did 99.9% of the internet say? You wrong. He telling. And then the lawyers came out. Then the paperwork came out. Then it's like, oh, snap, I guess he's not telling. And this is from getting hit over the head with certain people who don't call themselves a hood lawyer, and that's me. It is what it is. But can't really go off on that one. When you bite the hand that feeds you, when you kick the ladder that you're climbing up on, this is all bad. So I think what's going to end up happening is Charleston White going to find out real quick, bro. You better come through with an apology and say, my bad, or you better tell Adin Ross in private, bro, I'm only doing that because I play a character. That ain't really how I feel. Either he's going to have to explain it, which is going to show y'all that Charleston White know he better get his butt in line, or Adin Ross is going to have a conversation with him, basically tell him, I got to cut off ties, because Adin Ross's main, dare I say, the people who support him, I would probably say about 50 to 60% of them support Charlie Kirk. And if 60% or 50% of your audience says one thing, you can guarantee that 25% are ones that saying, oh yeah, F Charlie Kirk, there's 25% that say, I don't know what to do. So that 50 to 60% of people who saying this crap, bruh, they're going to have the final say so. You can't lose your audience trying to appease one person. It never works. Appease your audience if you're one of those individuals. And from everything in which I seen with Adin Ross, bruh gonna stand with the people who helped put him on. Charleston White did not help create Adin Ross. Those youngins did. So I ain't gonna hold you, bruh. I think this one right here is the one that makes Adin Ross separate Charleston White. Now, I could be wrong. Adin Ross could act like he never seen it and let all this stuff die out, you know, and basically he never had to address it. But I don't believe with people mindset and with how people tend to not forget worst moments or some of your worst takes, I think those individuals, they gonna have some say so, and I just don't believe that they gonna sit up here and rock with your boy Charleston White. I just don't. These people are very, very unforgiving. The majority of us are. Only some of us are actually forgiving. Now, if you forgive with retribution, like paying money and all this crap and everything like that, cool. Now, some of y'all will be saying, well, Nash, Charleston White, he been disrespecting all these other people and all this crap and everything. Yeah, because it was black. When it's this pigment, the outrage is always going to be selective. People are always going to make an excuse for the people who are disrespecting. And they'll say things like this. Well, we do it, so why can't they do it? All right, cool. I can show you a video of higher pigmented people disrespecting Charlie Kirk to a Charlie Kirk supporter, and none of that stuff was ever said to them. Just gonna say that. So everything is always selective, like we always call it out here. Even I'm selective about a couple of things, but I think on this one, bruh, I think this one is a step too far. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm tripping. But what do you think about this one, man? Subscribe to that best notified, share to keep your people aware, and click right here to see how Drew Finland more than likely is going to win the double murder trial with YNW Melly, because that boy got a secret weapon, a bazooka, if you will, that's about to come out and change the game for Melly. Click right here, please.